Leafy and Evil Leafy. Two characters that definitely have no connection with each other in either way. Sure, they may look similar, but they both have two different personalities. Leafy's personality is nice and caring, while Evil Leafy's is non-existent and evil. But what if I told you there's actually some decent evidence proving that these two characters are the same character? So, let's talk about it. This is the Leafy and Evil Leafy connection theory. BFDIA gives us some of our most concrete answers, so we'll start off there. In BFDIA 13, Leafy gets recovered by Fiery, and in BFDIA 14, Evil Leafy shows up again. Coincidence? I think not. And in BFDIA 2, Evil Leafy chases after Book, Ice Cube, and Spongy. And we know Leafy and Ice Cube know each other, because in BFDI 1B, Ice Cube was the first ever person chosen by Leafy for her team.
Ice Cube, come on down. You can be my ally.
What's even more strange is that we never see Evil Leafy or Leafy in the exact same scene together. And yes, I checked. There is not a single scene where Leafy and Evil Leafy ever look, see, or interact with each other. But that is even my most biggest part of the evidence. Also, conveniently, in BFDIA 2, Needle and Gelatin run into Yoyoland and conveniently run into Leafy. And do you know what Leafy does when they first encounter her?
I'm glad that I'm not too needy.
That's right, she teleports, which is a signature trait of Evil Leafy. But trust me, BFDIA isn't the only piece of evidence to Leafy being Evil Leafy. Now let's look beyond BFDIA and check out the other seasons to see if they have any evidence for this. In BFDIA 25, we can see that Leafy changes between Evil Leafy and Leafy in this one scene. Leafy also, conveniently, has a sudden change in mood. But this is just probably because she's getting angry at Golf Ball for calling her out for stealing Dream Island. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. In BFDIA 1, when Leafy's being chased by all the contestants, she also conveniently runs into the Evil Forest, which is the home place of Evil Leafy. Why would Leafy just conveniently run into the Evil Forest, the home place of Evil Leafy, without knowing that she could get possibly killed by him? Well, maybe it's because she is Evil Leafy. Ha! I'm such a genius. As we can also see in later seasons, like in BFB, Leafy has a sudden change in mood. She starts to become a more rude, aggressive, and even demanding character. A complete change from the nice archetype she was in Season 1. Coincidentally, we never really see Evil Leafy again either. My guess is that at some point their personalities fused in between BFDIA and BFB, kind of like Bruce Banner in Avengers Endgame. But that's just a hypothetical, not a theory. You know, there isn't really much evidence. I guess I should just give up the theory here.
Show some respect to the wicked and vile. Besides, she's chill. Evil Leafy and I are best friends.
Oh, right. Evil Leafy has her possession powers. Wait a minute. This completely changes everything. So yeah, in BFDIA 15, this random scene of Evil Leafy possessing Fries really got to me. I mean, it's not like a one-time thing. This is a thing that Evil Leafy does a lot. But then, I decided to look into it. Usually whenever Evil Leafy possesses someone, they're usually refrained as dead. But you see, this isn't how possession works. Usually the stuff Evil Leafy is supposed to be doing is described as the belief that a person's mind and body are controlled by an external supernatural power, often by a spirit, ghost, demon, or other entity. What Evil Leafy's actually doing is basically just going inside people's bodies, and that just ends up killing them. Like, it's like cancer or something. But you may be asking yourself, Squidiabot, doesn't this disprove the rest of the theory that you already made? You shut your mouth. Let me explain. What I'm trying to say is that at some point in between BFDIA and IDFB or BFB, whatever, Leafy's evil side begins to take over a little bit more. Kind of like Dark Sonic, I don't know. Heck, we've been seeing this happen to Leafy in the most recent episodes of BFDIA. In both episodes of BFDIA 19 and 20, we've been seeing Leafy start taking a bit more of an antagonistic role, starting to make deals with people in order for her to be friends with them. Very similar to another specific finalist that would later go on to become an antagonist. And wouldn't you know it, Evil Leafy also makes a brief cameo in this episode. And that she can possess multiple people at once, which clearly shows how more powerful Evil Leafy has become over time. So in conclusion, to finally wrap up this video, Evil Leafy is an all-powerful entity that was spawned off of Leafy and can possess people, and possess Leafy as well. And is probably the reason why Leafy is acting like this right now. And that was the Leafy and Evil Leafy connection theory. Before I wrap things up, I'd like to discuss how long this video took me to make. I originally started editing this video, I think around October or November, and now it is June. Looking back on the previous edits I made on this theory, there are clear plot holes in the story. And I don't really think it is as plausible as the blocky murder theory I did a few months ago. But I still do think Evil Leafy and Leafy have some sort of connection in BFDIA. Thank you for watching, and I'm sorry this one took so long. I will do a third one. I'm serious. Subscribe and get a Dr. Pepper!